Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We have an amazing show for everybody today. What do we have, Krystal?
Indeed, we do. We have lots of fundraising numbers, which are always a little bit revealing what people are saying versus the reality of the campaign. And kind of the big headline here is Ron DeSantis in a little more cash trouble than one might expect and actually having to lay off some staff. So we'll break all of that down for you. We also had some interesting interview moments with Tucker Carlson and a variety of the GOP candidates. So we will bring you those highlights or lowlights, depending on how you look at it. Also, some reporting on Joe Biden and what is going on with him. Apparently, you still have donors who are like, we don't believe that he's running.
Well, we'll see.
Still evaluating their alternatives. Personally, I think it's a lot of cope, but we will see what happens there. We also have updates for you on that complete Hollywood shutdown. Some pretty extraordinary comments from Bob Iger of Disney, also Ron Perlman in response to everything that's going on. We also are excited to have in the show a used car expert from YouTube to break down what the hell is going on in that market overall, and also specifically with electric vehicles, which I think is going to be pretty exciting. So we are very much looking forward to that, Saagar.
That's right. We have one administrative announcement. As a celebration for hitting 1 million, we are doing a limited edition, made in the USA, Union Breaking Points dress sock. Let's go ahead and put this up there on the screen. That's actually me personally modeling it. Please don't come after me
ankles
for
Saagar.
not shining my shoes. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a difficult task.
You missed your calling as an ankle model.
I certainly did. Yeah, like the hand models in Zoolander. Anyway, we are releasing these to our premium subscribers. First, we expect them to sell out pretty quickly. We did a limited edition run. I guess if they do well, maybe we'll make some more. So it's available, shop.breakingpoints.com. Premium subscribers, it is at the top of your email. For everybody else, you can also sign up, become a premium sub, and then get access as well. Breakingpoints.com. There's a tab as well on our website. But we've got some breaking news out of Russia and Ukraine this morning. Why don't we take a look at that?
Yeah, so before we jump into the full show, just wanted to give you an update on a couple of developments that are happening this morning. So you'll recall that Kerch bridge that connects Russia and Crimea, that was really a symbol of Putin's sort of takeover of the peninsula, that had been struck before under suspicious circumstances or uncertain circumstances. Well, now this morning we have Ukraine claiming responsibility for a new attack on that key Crimea bridge. I'm reading here from CNN. They say a Ukrainian security official has claimed responsibility for an attack on that bridge linking the annexed Crimean peninsula to the Russian mainland, a vital supply line for Russia's war effort in Ukraine and a personal project for President Vladimir Putin. The nearly 12-mile crossing known as the Kerch Bridge is the longest in Europe, holds huge strategic and symbolic importance. Monday's attack on the bridge was the second since Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine after a fuel tanker exploded while crossing it in October. A source in Ukraine's security service told CNN this attack was a joint operation of that security service and Ukraine's naval forces. They spoke on condition of anonymity. So obviously it's a huge development in terms of the conflict, the war in Ukraine. It also comes as there was an announcement this morning. You'll recall there was this deal that was struck between Russia, Ukraine, and other forces to sort of guarantee grain shipments and ensure their safe passage to try to keep the stability of grain prices so food prices worldwide don't spiral out of control. That deal has fallen apart. Russia has withdrawn from it. So that is, also a very significant development in terms of some of the fallout effects around the globe. But Saagar, obviously, anytime this bridge, which is really key and very important to Russia in particular for supplying their troops, anytime something happens here, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's especially a big deal, like you said, because Ukraine is not doing very well right now in their counteroffensive, and they need all they can to try and disrupt the supply lines that are heading to the Russian front. So this is one of the major thoroughfares. They've already established rail service back on the bridge. Actually, some of the video that we can go ahead and put up there right now, you can take a very quick look here at how it looks as of, well, I guess morning Russian time from the damage. So all current actual traffic in terms of car traffic on the bridge has been suspended for the time being. Even though the initial attack, Krystal, was far worse in terms of the damage, it did not disrupt the entire bridge the way that this one did. Rail service will provide some of a lifeline to the Russian forces, and obviously they're going to try their best to get this done. But it does show you, as Ukraine actually falters in their counteroffensive in the conventional battlefield, that they're going to have to look to try and disrupt supply lines and others deeper, both here in this case inside of Crimea, possibly as they inside of Russia. We'll bring you some extraordinary comments, I think, tomorrow from the top Ukrainian military commander. But the widening of the war, the continuing of the war, the cluster munitions and all of that point actually in this same direction. It's really just like World War I all over again.
I think that one of the things that this attack underscores and the willingness of Kyiv to take immediate responsibility for it is, everybody expects at this point that the last attack was also the responsibility of Kyiv. But at that point, they would not claim responsibility.
That's true.
Now, this many months later, with the attacks that they've engaged in on Russian soil, with drone strikes even on the Kremlin, with some of the sabotage and the assassinations that they've engaged in on Russian soil, and everybody sort of acknowledging, yes, Ukraine is behind these attacks in some shape or form. There is an increased level of boldness and audacity where they feel perfectly comfortable acknowledging an attack on what is, civilian infrastructure that is also used for military purposes. And you did have 2 people who reportedly, according to Russian sources, were killed and their daughter wounded in this attack. So that's everything we know.
That's everything that we got so far. So we'll keep everybody updated. As I said, I think we'll do a little bit more on Ukraine tomorrow.
Hey guys, if you like that video, go to breakingpoints.com, become a premium subscriber, and help us build the best independent media organization on the planet.
That's right. We're subscriber funded. We're building something new. We want to replace these failing mainstream media organizations.
So again, to subscribe, it's breakingpoints.com.